mentioned that you would like to outbox him.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to outbox the boxer. So, but if not, if it turns into a fight, then we're ready to fight. So I'm gonna be ready for whatever.
Johnny, what would this win mean for your career, man? You have one of the best resumes in the sport since you turned pro. What would this win mean for you?
Oh, this would mean a lot to me. You know, my dream was to always be a 3-division world champion, and it's right in front of me. I just got to go out there and get it and make history.
Yeah. This is a very complicated style, Cuban boxing style.
Definitely.
How are you going to approach it?
No, definitely. Lara's, to me, is one of the best technical boxers, you know, in the last 10 years. A very hard guy to beat. You know, his 3 losses were very close. But it's just like mine, you know, my 3 losses were very close. I just got to go out there and set the tempo and be Danny Garcia. You know, fight my fight and make things happen.
You're used to fighting pretty consistently early on in your career. Then your second 2-year hiatus between fights. What's the difference between your first training camp of being 2 years off to now? What have you learned from that?
I mean, not really changed. I've been sparring already. I've been feeling good. The only thing is, it takes a little bit more to like recover. You start feeling a little bit more sore. That's the only thing though, because your body ain't used to like putting it through that type of punishment. But right now, I feel like I'm recouping. You know, this week I worked out 7 days straight because I feel good. I feel great. So nothing's really changed.
In the New York press conference, you said that he's a great boxer, but you're coming in here to fight. What's your mentality coming in? Is it for the KO?
I always go for the KO. Yeah, I say he's a great boxer, but I'm a better fighter. Because at the end of the day, when you start getting a little tired, you got to bite down. It turns into a fight. So everybody knows Danny Garcia. He comes to fight.
Do you believe you have more grit than him?
I believe I'm one of the most grittiest boxers in the sport. You know what I mean? I feel like not a lot of people have the heart that I have. That's just how I feel. I'm willing to fight anybody, anywhere, any place.
Danny, now, what does Danny Montana think of this fight? I want to know what Danny Montana thinks.
I told Lara, I said, you know, you Cuban, but I'm the real Antonio Montana. I'm the real political refugee. You feel me?
Danny, this car's going to get driven by the Mexican and Puerto Rican rivalry.
Yeah.
Who are you going for in the actual main event, man? The young big puncher in Edgar Berlanga or the seasoned legend, future Hall of Famer in Canelo?
To be honest, man, I'm just happy to fight against Danny Garcia. But as far as the main event, you know, I'm happy for Berlanga. Like I said, that's someone I could call my friend. You know, he's been in my house. So it's hard for me to go against my own friend. I just hope both of them come out healthy, make a lot of money, and give the fans a great fight.
If he has a chance, what would it be from what you've seen being close?
I think his chance is use his youth. You know, his youth. He's strong, and just try to be patient. Like Jamie Munguia was a little bit too aggressive, and I feel like it worked against him. Take your time. Don't be too excited against. I mean, it's easy to say until you know Canelo's in front of you, but you gotta go in there and just try to take your time and keep him at distance, probably like Bivol did, and just try to control the fight as much as you can.
This past weekend we had a big boxing event in LA. Do you think Crawford? What do you think of Crawford fight? Do you think he did enough to deserve Canelo for his future fight?
I thought he won. Like I said before, I felt like the guy, Madrimov, he wasn't busy enough. He didn't throw enough punches. He only threw like 250 punches in a championship fight. He did put up a good fight, but he didn't do enough. So I had Crawford winning. But as far as him and Canelo and Crawford, you know, that's the fight the fans want to see. That make it happen. You know, 2 great pound-for-pound fighters. Makes a lot of sense. But you know, first, you know, Canelo has to get past Berlanga.
How do you think your Philly guy, Boots, would do against Crawford if he moves up to 54 and they met at 54? How do you think that?
I mean, that's the fight the fans really want to see. That makes more sense. They're more the same size. I would love to see that fight. You know, Boots is a young, hungry fighter from Philadelphia, and he got so much to prove. And he just wants to fight the best. He wants to get in the ring with the best. He don't care who it is, where it is. So, you know, I would love to see that fight too.
Do you think he could pull it off? Then he could beat Crawford?
Yeah, I mean, he has the tools and the skills to me to beat anybody. You know, he's hungry, he works hard. You know, he's a gym rat. He loves boxing. And I mean, I see him grow up. His father, I used to go to his father's gym when I was a kid. Bozeman used to go spar. And I remember he used to always point at his son, look, he's going to be the special one. So definitely he's going to be ready for the moment when the time comes.
You know, I don't think...
Never. We got like an age gap. Right now, like we get work, but never. There's always been like a mutual respect.
You know, a lot of that was said prior to Crawford actually getting the opportunity to step in the ring with Spence, is that he didn't really bring anything to the table. That's kind of what Crawford is sticking to when it comes to Ennis. Just from your perspective, do you think Crawford has the right to say that now, being that the shoe's on the other foot? But overall, what do you think about him using that perspective to kind of defend himself from having to take an Ennis fight at this point?
You know, boxing is, sometimes boxing can be real political. And that's just one of the things, like, as a fighter, it's tough. It's tough because you got the young guy who they want to see you fight, but then it's like you fought so many great champions, and it's like he's basically skipping all that, what you've done to get a shot at you. So it just depends what type of fighter you are. You know, you want to go for the legacy, you want to fight the young guy. It's up to Crawford. You know, the ball's in his court. So I really don't have too much to say about that because it's like, it's just political.
Yeah. Danny, you and Crawford are like 1-1 in the amateurs. Yeah. Would you like to, you know, get it on in the pros?
I would love to. You know, I would love to, but first I got to get past Lara. That's the tough fight ahead of me. And then it's crazy because, you know, like 3 weeks ago, people wouldn't even talk about me. Now they're talking about Danny Crawford and all this stuff. It feels good to be back, guys. It's like,
Danny, what you got left? How do you feel? You look good. We know that you look good. We always see the $1 million smile.
Right.
What does Danny Garcia have left for the fight game?
I got everything left. Y'all gonna see it September 14th. Gonna put it all on the line. I'm gonna be back like I never left, and I'm gonna put everything I got inside that ring, that square circle on September 14th.
Danny, can you explain why you chose to go at 160? Because 154, all the big fights are there for you.
Well, at the moment, after I beat Benavidez in 2022, I agreed to fight Lara for the middleweight title, but I guess the Showtime thing, remember Showtime stopped doing boxing, so I got caught up in that political thing. But the fight was already made. I just had to wait. And the fight got made. Because at that time, I think Charlo had all the belts, and he had like a fight coming up. So it was like, I couldn't fight for nobody at 154.
So it's just like a one-stop for you at 160, go back down to 154?
I don't know. Let's just see what the future brings me.
A couple more questions, guys.
Lara's best win?
Best fights you liked?
Canelo?
I mean, he's been looking good lately. But as far as a good win, he got some good wins, like out in Gulo. I remember that fight. But then he got some tough losses too. So, I mean, I don't know. Shit, he ain't gonna beat me though.
Would this be like the biggest win in your career? Because you've given us so many big wins and a lot of amazing moments, like when you knocked out Amir Khan, when you slayed the boogeyman, Lucas Matisse. What would you rank this win in terms of your resume?
No, this will be amazing for me. You know, this will be my 3rd division. Lara's a great champion. I'm a great champion. And I feel like, you know, this will be like the icing on the cake for me. So this is like probably, for me, one of the biggest fights in my career because it means so much. It's my 3rd division. It's a chance for me to be in the history books for a 3-division champion.
Pretty much you think this will put you in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I feel like I'm already in that run for that because of my run at 140 and I was the champion at 147. Plus my resume, I fought everybody. You know, I've been a big name in boxing for the last 10 years. So I feel like I'm already in that run, even if I didn't do this fight. But this right here will be no doubt. Like, there's no doubt in Danny Garcia.
Danny, one of your biggest wins was in a Mexican holiday when you beat Lucas Matisse.
Yeah.
Is this as big as a fight for you and also in another Mexican holiday?
Definitely. It's crazy because it just shows you like how long me and Canelo been around.
Yeah.
That was 2013. That was 2013 when he fought Mayweather and I fought Matisse on the undercard. And we're both here. Still at the highest level. Oh yeah, definitely. Man, I was happy to see him too. But you know, I never really interacted with Canelo before. So that was a cool moment. You know, I mean, he's always been respect.
Puerto Rico, Mexico.
Yeah, he's a great champion. I got nothing but respect for him.
Who wins, him or Blanco?
Like I said, I just want to see a good fight. You know, Berlanga's my guy, and I just hope both of them come out healthy and rich.
A couple years ago, there was a meme when you were speaking Spanish.
Yeah, the que sí, no? It got better. Un poquito más. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Media are asking me, hey, what do you have?
gotta run. Make sure we get you 1-1. Thank you.
But I understand. A lot of people don't know. I understand everything. But I was born and raised in Philly, so when I went to school, like my friends were black and white, so I didn't go to like a Puerto Rican school. The only person that spoke Spanish is my grandma and my grandpa. And when they passed away, like I never heard Spanish ever again. That's why I really can't speak Spanish. A lot of people are like, how you Puerto Rican but can't speak Spanish?
That's most Latinos.
And then I tell them this. I say, but it's the same way a Puerto Rican comes to America and can't speak English. You know, so it's just like it's where you're from, and you can't control that. But I try every day, man. I really do. I gotta get Rosetta Stone.
Appreciate you, Danny. Thank you.